again, the car is not map. As this map is gonna sound slightly different and better, but I guess the self-learning is starting to do some of the work. Is getting better and better. We should really drive it, take it out for a drive around the block a few times, so the ECU can actually recognize what's happening on the load, because that's where you know have to see what's going on. And that's it. That's it. Gonna warm it up nice and hot and crack on this. So yes, now today tidy up a little bit here, and yeah, mess, a lot of boxes, a lot of everything, wires and etc, etc. Gonna disconnect the battery, gonna start working on the finishing these electrics, smaller finishings, finish to weld that, put the gasket on a wastegate. Obviously the parts for this still hasn't arrived, it's been a week, but again, like I said, this is not crucial. That tank and every tank can be done later, not a problem, so that's okay. And yeah, I think Monday we're gonna give a shout to Bill, see when he can map it. We'll see. I was trying to get mine mapped at the same time, but we'll see. We'll see. Time and finances are on the very, very short side at the moment, spending money on the new setup and everything, and yeah, so we'll see. You will not believe how many wires, how much of a wire goes into this. Was 50 meters coil, and there's less left of it than actually used. This is, yeah, less than half. So there you go. That's the basic wiring. Well, the basic, just the wires to lay down the correct lengths inside and everything. So we have the potentiometer for the traction control, the diode for the traction control, the diode for the EPC light and the engine management light. We're going to use it for both engine management, obviously errors or something, and I think EPC, well no, that's actually wired in already, but EPC is going to be used think for different maps showing, so it's gonna be blinking 1, 2 or 3 times for depending what map you selected. The other one is for the switch for the different maps. Did I say potentiometer for the traction control? Maybe. And then you have 4 wires each for one sensor from the ABS. Something else I forget, I have to go through the diagrams and make sure I put stuff in there. That's it. So I could use like some of the earths or some of the power that I need, like ignition, everything from maybe that unit or somewhere under the dash, but although that is maybe quicker, but in my eyes is kind of bodging the stuff together. I would rather have, you know, separate things with their own separate wiring systems. So yeah, from the ECU on the back and the traction control unit on the back to the front, one independent wiring room. So if something happens, it's very easy to diagnose. Plus again, nothing actually happens if you do it the correct way, that way. I mean the correct way. Any way that works correctly is the correct way. Everyone has their own ways to do the things. I prefer make them kind of self-explanatory. So again, the wiring for the fuel pumps, it's where the fuel pumps are or very close to it, you know. So problem is that everything is going to be sorted there. Traction control goes to the front, okay, it goes to the front. There's no mixing with anything else apart the necessary stuff. So obviously sensors into ABS, but all the rest individual. So yeah, maybe you have a couple of more wires, but it's cleaner, tidier and just more efficient, less troubles, less issues. And it relies on his own, because if I take the power from something else, I mean, I've seen people taking power from the radius to power important stuff. I know, you know, ridiculous. But say for example, you're missing power to traction control because you take the power out of some random whatever you see there, because you know you probe it as a 12 volt on the ignition. Okay, let's have it. What is it? I don't know. Who cares, right? Okay, that thing is gonna fail, whatever that was. The rest of your system is gonna fail. So no. Yes, that's not the way to do it. Anyways, yeah, long day. This is very time consuming, boring, and shitting you not, it's almost 5 o'clock, right? And yeah, whole bloody day, and I haven't finished yet. I forgot how much time the wiring takes if you want to do it proper. You know, it's if you want to budget, yeah, no, you're gonna do it half a time, but if you want to do it proper, it takes time. So let me just show you quickly. Oh Christ. So we have all the wiring, it kind of disappears inside the chassis here. This is still the brush, kind of have to connect, so it doesn't go on top here, because usually when we have, you know, normal quick connecting, and you have to put the cable from the throttle cable, sorry, throttle pedal, you can just put it on the top there. It's not great, but you can, you know, there's nothing, you know, pushing it too much on this. But what I did, I drilled the hole there with a hole saw, so the plug can go through, and obviously protected the edges. If not, the sharp edges will chew through the cables, and it goes through the chassis, goes down there, everything fixed with the zip ties all along the original where the original cables go, underneath there, inside, and obviously goes out here. Now this is the panel when you have switches. This is gonna be the potentiometer for the traction control. This is gonna be, this wire is gonna be for changing the maps when you need to. This is the input. Obviously we need the 12 volt positive, which is this one here. This is the positive. This is also the positive for the diode. For the light is here fitted. There's gonna be 2 of them, so you can easily see them from there. This is going to be EPC light, and this is the traction control light. So, you know, distinctive one on the left, on the right, but quite important information from them. Let's put it there for now. So we got EPC light over here. We have the negative and positive, the positives for everything, the negatives to get the lights on. Then obviously EPC, the changing the map input from 12 volt. Is just a single impulse, like a temporary switch. You pulse it, and then you choose your maps. So everything has to be wired here. Don't have the switch. I was looking everywhere for I have one. I think I have one somewhere, but I can't find it. It doesn't matter. I have to fit it here, so everything is in there. The cable, though, the throttle is connected. The ABS unit is reconnected. Everything is done, and bloody hell, that is done proper as well. So I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't slice the wires as people usually do. What I did is I should remove the plugs, remove the pins from the plugs, didn't cut the wires, just remove the insulation, added the wires, connect them, and heat shrink on the top, so everything is pretty much factory, if not better. And then put the pins back in the plug, so there's no interruption, there's no cutting wires, nothing, just adding, but you know, the proper way. So there was a problem with the ABS sensor. So let me explain quickly. Let me put you here, hope you can see. So what happened with that is this is very weird, and I'm probably getting something wrong, and the testament of knowing something wrong or didn't have the correct, I don't know, is that Steve's car works with the same traction control, and he sends me the pinout that he found on one of the pages when people put Mark III ABS unit into Mark II, because it's much better, and they use it for racing because it's quite good. On that pin-up, it's very simple. You have pins magic book, everything is here. So what we have, this is peculiar, right? The front left sensor is pin 9 and 8. We're using the 9 because that's hot, that's the signal coming back. Then you have number 11, which is right and left, real light, real left. Jesus, same story. But then the situation changes when we go on a pin 31 and a pin 33. There isn't fucking pin 31 because the plug only has 26 pins. The bigger one. The smaller one only has 10. What the fuck? So, what is going on? And then Steve obviously say, well, I'm not an electrician, I'm not as good as you at this, and even I did wire it up. Well, how the fuck did you wire it up? It's like, where did you find the pin 33 and 31 on a plug that only has 26 positions? Fuck's sake. Anyways, so this is what I did, and this is where the confusion, something's wrong. We have to check it. I have to check Steve's car because I'm pretty sure something is wrong. I got it right because I've done it in my usual way, trusting no one, trusting no internet. So what I did, I took my homemade probe, because as I do, and I've checked physically every single sensor. So I've done front right, front left, rear right, rear left. And I found them on the ABS control unit, not the pump, the control unit, which is here, plug. And so this is the thing. There's number 3, number 8, number 22, number 23. And the problem is, none of these numbers match of what diagram on the internet said, and also doesn't match any of the pinouts that Steve plugged in his traction control. But his traction control works. Well, allegedly. Well, it does because it doesn't spin, so it definitely works. But what the fuck is going on here? I really don't know. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something is lying to us, you know. But yeah, that took some time because it was confusing, and obviously I can't, you know, do any stupid because we're risking much. I have to do it proper. So that was it. But yeah, traction control now is pretty much connected. I rerouted everything here. I've put the 3 of the ECU in there. Plugs are on the side because you don't have to touch them. The ignition ECU is zip tied to this. It's nice and solid, everything. To this, with the ignition ECU this way with the big zip ties, marvelous, beautiful mounting, cheap and efficient. And with the plugs up, because obviously, you know, we have to work on something. For example, I'm wiring up the EPC light, which I didn't have on this. Also, we're gonna have the engine management light as well, which already plugged in. A couple of things maybe plugged in. Maybe we're gonna add something in the future. So this is here. Also, the traction control module, I want everything here. So these two, now they bridged. They're gonna go here, one there. And I'm gonna rewarm this. I'm gonna warm up the heat shrink, so it's gonna take the shape of the wires correctly, nicely, and around here. There's another plug which is already starting to wire up. Couple of things. This one goes up. This one goes there. This is EPC light. This is the diode plus to obviously show the status of that. And potentiometer and everything. So yeah, we're really close, but still not quite. Yeah, you say, well, that's all you did all day. Yeah, I was hoping to have that done at least, not the front, because no, it's not going to be possible because I know it takes a long time, and at least having the fuel pumps wired up, these two bastards with relays and everything. And I would have, if it wasn't for the issue of the ABS sensors, which I did spend quite time to actually do it properly, because I had to be sure, 100% sure, because this control unit wants to know all the wheels, not just front and back, but you know, individual, because you can do quite a lot with them. Not everything is activated, but you can connect them to the laptop, download the software. You can do a lot of stuff. But again, it's 5 o'clock. I've been here early this morning, and this is pretty much this is third week going. I'm working every day. Weekends, like literally 7 days a week. Pretty much long days, most of them. So I'm gonna start feeling it. I'm not 20 anymore, and I know I have to push because we have to move. But you know, there's a limit to everything. And it's 5 o'clock. Well, as you see, almost I'm going home. That's it. Also, we have the I've shown you the battery, so that's good. I think that's it. There's not much to show you more. I mean, this setup is very clean. It goes here, everything is here in one angle. This is what I wanted because we have kind of like a division here. This is what I've built it already. Obviously don't gonna put it on because I have to work on the engine still. But we have the engine cover that goes here, and hopefully that's gonna be okay with the fuel pump setup, everything there. But I'm expecting I have to modify it a little, maybe. But we'll see. If not, regardless, even if I have to modify it, the engine cover goes here, it goes about here, and this is out of it. So the engine bay, which is going to be enclosed, all of this is in, but the sides, both sides, this and that one, are empty. Hence, on the one side, I wanted to put the sweep pod and the fuel pumps on outside of it, but then by the regulations, it cannot be outside of it. It has to be inside the engine bay. It has to be somewhere separated from the driver's area. So without doing anything crazy custom, very expensive. I think this is the best way to do it. But the electronics, ECU, all the stuff away from the engine bay. Heat, just inside the car. That's way better. You have to work on it. You have to check something or pins or add something. You don't have to remove the engine cover, everything is here in the corner. It's computerized. Everything is kind of self contained, if you want to call it this way. Everything in this area as electronics and body control, traction control, and all that stuff. That's fuel, that's the engine asset. The battery is not going to be here, it's going to be in the front, obviously much smaller one. So we're going to tidy up here as well. We've got some space to add some more things here, but this most likely is going to be empty. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's the OBD pod. I'm going to leave it there for a second. It could be anywhere, but we can bring it in the middle of the seats. Easy to connect, just in case you want to put diagnostics on. But you don't have to, because really you have diagnostics with your Android tablet, which not only shows you everything from the ECU, but also it can function as a diagnostics. You can communicate with the ECU. The direct communication we see is done via a different cable, not the OBD anymore. We're using OBD to remap the standard ECUs, but this ECU has its own communication port, so it's even that regard is much easier, more reliable. But yeah, that's it. Oh, Christ. Yeah, my knee is hurting, hence the cushion. That cushion has been with me for the over 10 years now. You see it's worn out. I used to put it in a race cars when I used to build electrics and everything, just do it. I don't enjoy it, but I have to do it correctly. If someone asks me to do it, just budget, I can't do it. I just can't. I have to do it nice, away from any moving parts and everything. This wiring here inside the tunnel has to be finished as well. I mean, we have these. We have these. These are not needed. These were for the seats. Since the seats, the harnesses. Don't need that. But the rest of it has to be raw wired and put it in the right position. I left the wires exposed because on a track cars, race cars, stuff, if it's something like this, I'd rather have them exposed. We have a small zip ties, everything nice in place, like on aeroplanes or helicopters, where you can trace everything correctly. You don't have to remove the insulation. The engine bay, that's the different stuff. The engine, compartment, all of that stuff is insulated as it is originally, just better, because you don't have to touch that stuff once it's built. We added everything, so that's okay. But this, just in case you want to change something or there is a mistake that has to be corrected. God knows. It's easy to do it. It's easy to add or remove wires. So I'd rather do it this way. And that's it. Besides this, yeah, I'm going home. That's enough for today. I've really had enough. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, I really don't enjoy doing this fucking wirings, because again, you're spending all day and looks like you connected 4 wires. Now it's not 4, there's plenty of them, but it looks like, you know, it's like, what the hell? Hence, people charge a lot of money for electrics. You know, you may be paying 15 or £2,500 labor to do your engine wiring rooms or connect the ECUs or stuff like this. If you have to wire the whole car, that's a costly thing. Again, it's like with roll cages, you know, you can pay someone to do it cheap, may have cheap results, and if you want to do the proper stuff, yeah, that's proper money too, unfortunately. With the wiring, I found out, with electrics in total, in general, that to make it work, budget together, it takes, for example, let's say an hour. To do it proper, it doesn't take 2 hours, it takes 3 hours. That's the difference. It's always been like this. Anyways, that's enough. I need to go home. I am genuinely getting tired now. And I'm working here tomorrow and then the whole next week. So, yeah, I'm gonna get on the edges and say, okay, then you're gonna have a rest. No, then after that, the heavy work is gonna start, because we have to disassemble the workshop. So, yeah, it's not ideal, honestly. When we get, you know, to end of February, beginning of March, I need a few days. I need at least, at least a couple of days. Couple of days, give me a rest. You know, couple of days, so maybe a rest day, and then I get on a bike and, you know, go do some enduro, get in the woods, disappear in the woods with boys, just, you know, do some sweating on a hard enduro training. I really miss it so much. But, you know, sometimes, and trust me, sometimes when we late on something or there is a day of delays, there's no laziness involved. If there is a need, you know, I'm pushing. Never be afraid from that. So, anyways, enough this bullshit. Enough. I'll see you tomorrow. I should be on the bike today. Look at the sunshine. Should actually take the bike today to get to work, but I chickened out. To be honest, I was just tired, and I woke up this morning already tired. I really didn't want to get here. I was like, oh no, fuck it, let's take the Audi. But yeah, plus there was a risk that if I were on the bike, I just wouldn't stop in the workshop and just continue, just go somewhere. Anyways, so a cup of coffee. I'm literally going on coffees between coffees because I really need it now. Anyways, yeah, now it's explosion. This is Sunday morning and we're finishing the stuff. Why I keep saying stuff? It's annoying. Okay, so I've done on this side again. Bear in mind, everything takes ages. So I've done all of this stuff. So the whole traction control is wired up. The ECU is wired up because we had to get a couple of, oh, hold on, there is a bit of a, we don't want that there. There's a couple of wires, this needs to be connected to put on. This is the wire that connects to the fuel pumps relays. This commands the relays to from the ECU, but we have to find another pin. I'm not sure. I have to get Steve's laptop working again and assign a pin to control the second pump, because this is for one, and now we're obviously gonna do with these wires because they're thicker. This is a bigger gauge, again all automotive spec. Anyways, these ones are wired in the traction control, so the injectors go through this, powers the power, everything from the ignition. Everything is done properly now, soldering wire and everything. I have the EPC light, which is we're gonna need it to show codes, the sequence of different maps. This one here is the map switch, so you're changing the different maps for this one. This one here is the power to the traction control, and I put them all on a different pins, individual pins, because you'll be stupid to just connect everything. If you have to remove the wiring room from the engine, we have to cut them off. In this way, you disconnect everything is signed, so no problems. There's additional positive out of ignition, just in case I forgot something, or we're gonna need another positive on the ignition. So there's one there, plug is already there. Everything else is just, is done here. I have to finish to wire up where the potentiometer is there. I have to finish to wire up the switch, the pulse switch for maps, and the lights. So that diode there has to be connected to these two wires, and that wire there is gonna go to EPC light, which I don't think I have one. Bollocks, I had some electrical stuff and can't remember what it is. I really want to finish it today. So, but yeah, now fuel pumps proper. However, it's not gonna be finished today because I'm fitting Chris asked me to put a kill switch, and they're gonna be taking power directly from the kill switch on the main power distribution, they call it this way, because we're going to put the battery in the front, not here. So all of this is going to be nice and clean. The relays, I've decided I'm going to make them over there. So as for the ECU and the electrics on this side, remember this is engine bay, is going to be closed. All the electrics are outside of it. Pumps are inside because they have to be for the regulations, but the electrics for the fuel pumps, so the relays and the wiring and the fuses is going to be on that side. So I'll have to get wires from here, wires from there to the kill switch, which we're going to put somewhere here, don't know yet where, but we're going to work it out somewhere here. So they need to be long enough to get here. So I'm laying down all the wiring, all the systems, calculating blah blah, lengths, terminals, and once that arrive, we can plug it in. Yeah, honestly, this is nothing to show you too much. It's just a lot of wires, a lot of connections, and it just takes ages. That's all there is. Nothing much. Well, nothing much. It's a lot. It's just time consuming, but you don't see massive of progress. Besides the mess everywhere. Anyways, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna show you the results. Hope it does well today. Oh, definitely. I may as well put the panels back on, as this is finished on that side. I have to cover that side and do it. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how far we get. All right. Alright, that's done. Traction control now is, let me go inside and show you. Traction control is wired up, all of them. Everything is nicely inside the chassis, going from here through the P clip, all there. Looks a little bit messy still here. Just have to put the zip ties and everything in place, but we have these exposed because again, so for example, this one here is your fuel pump control. this one, but as you see, I activated the fuel pump just by adding this wire to the positive, because that wire is still not active in the ECU, and I have to look for another pin out because we have two pumps, so I need two pin outs active for the fuel pump separately, so that still needs to be done, but that's literally is 3 minutes job. These ones here, I have them as the ignition, and there is a reservoir one. Reservoir, Jesus. Anyway, there is an extra one just in case we need to put something on the top. And then obviously this is, you know, disconnected from here. This is EDC, this is map, so these wires, they go on the top here. So one of them is EPC light, is going to be one here, I don't have one. These two are the EPC, sorry, the map switch, and the positive for the map switch. This is for the pulse switch, this is to change the maps, and then the way you know which map you are is going to be from this light here. Now this is the light for the blank swans, to tell you that the traction control is active. This is the potentiometer, which is wired in, and everything is actually connected. I just have to put the panel back on, and I fit it here. There you go. So it's gonna be, this has to be in, so the switch here to change the maps, and this to change the traction control settings. Again, I put it on later once I sorted all the, you know, zip ties and everything, you know, nicely and tight. The fuel pump relays are here, nice and easy, and trying to make the wiring loom as simple and as easy to understand as possible, just in case something goes wrong and someone has to fix it on a truck, on the road, or whatever. And this is all done. This is all connected proper. All of these connections are crimped solder wire and heat shrinked with the glue, plus these have obviously this protection on the top. So fuel system, everything is nice. Now the power for the fuel system is now directed from the battery, because again I still don't have the cut-off switch for the battery. Battery is going to be in the front, so big cable, so that still needs to be doing, and I'm hoping all of that's going to arrive Tuesday top, because I can't spend any more time on this car and I still have brakes to do. But if brakes arrive, I can do it in one day, and if the battery arrives with the mount and the cables, then I can do it that as well. And then yeah, we're ready for mapping, and I think once this is mapped, he's gonna get back to me for finishing the job on the fenders and arches, to, you know, just make sure there's enough space for the tires and wheels to work inside these fenders, because yeah, they do stick out a little. Yeah, besides that, still sounds good. The dash works, everything works, the engine management light works, well, everything works there. So, and obviously here there's going to be the Android, the tablet to show all the gauges, but that's, you know, can be done at any time later, because now all you have to do is just install it, make some mounts or whatever somehow, and the ECU is ready to work on it. Because this little device, show the wire, I didn't put these in place yet, nice proper wires, and this communicates with the Android, so it's all wired up and it's all live, so she's ready. I put them here for now because I'm not sure yet where we're gonna put the OBD port, and we're gonna put that one, I'm guessing somewhere here beside the seat, so easy to access if you need to, or OBD, don't really need to, but there you go, it's there. Tidy up all this mess. 2 days of wiring. You remind me why I don't like wirings. Anyways, now I'm gonna put everything back here, and that's enough for today. It's nearly 5 o'clock. Okay, again, I've been here since morning early, and then we're gonna push this thing. Actually, not gonna push this thing. This thing drives back on the ramp. Remove all those boxes, remove these boxes, move that over there, and we're gonna have to drive the frog out. I need to fire up the frog. I have really bad old fuel in it, so I'm hoping that with the fresh fuel, I still pick up a jerry can 20 litres of fresh fuel. We're gonna dump it there and she's gonna run better. And I wanna warm it up and hear how she sounds like, because I am very, very jealous about this noise. So, let's warm it up for a second. And once it's warm, we, actually take it down the road.
First time it's actually been out in daylight.
Yeah, it's been years. Actually, years that she's been.
Even being able to see the engine properly, it's, the actual layout is really good.
Be alright. Be alright for a moment. Dusty and sitting in the workshop for how long she was sitting in the workshop?
I don't know, forever, years.
Let's warm it up and we'll see.
That sounds awesome. No, he's wrong. He was, even I'm wrong. He was convinced R32 engines sound better. That sounds better. Really does. Can't beat that 5-cylinder noise. That's better than any 6-cylinder. 100% that's better than any 6-cylinder. I don't care. I mean, I know it's personal opinion. This is just on the base map, by the way, that I very, very vaguely did. It's not mapped. It's like, although it runs quite well considering. Very well. I mean, literally, it's way, I don't give a shit, that's better than any 6-cylinder. Sounds fucking unreal to me.
You shitting me just because?
No, genuinely. That sounded like, I can't sound that engine now. Sounds mint. That sound, thing is, I fucking love like Group B Audis and stuff, so hearing that, it's like, and like, you know, with a bit under load, you know, a little bit of turbo chatter, a little bit of wheel spin, it's like, oh. Yeah. Mate, that sounded fucking awesome. What, you want me to rev
Just
it?
rev it once or twice. I want to hear it from behind.
Thing is, this don't do it justice. Like,
It has to be on the load, yeah. Yeah.
This is better.
Yeah.
6 does sound amazing, but 5 is fucking real.
Yeah.
You should learn it from them down the road.
Turbine power steering. Yeah, no, I like it.
No, genuinely.
I like no.
That's annoyed me now because I'm meant to be skint and get rid of that shit, and I can't afford.
We keep it. Find a way.
Yeah, but I can't even afford to pay for Race Wars fucking tickets. Never mind bloody building another car. Ah, that sounds a bollocks. So.
Yeah, I like it now. Yeah. No, I remember why we choose the 5.
Yeah. That 6 sounds amazing, but I mean, there's no wrong answer, like we always say.
No, it's not.
That sounded better. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know.
It's not the angriness of the noise. It's the type of the noise.
Yeah, type of noise. Yeah.
If you know it, it's because of the rally cars.
Yeah.
The old school
that's
rally
the thing,
cars.
that's what that noise means to me. I hear that noise. I see that noise coming towards me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking shivers down my spine type. Goosebumpsy bollocks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will not understand that. It's
yeah, I know, that's me.
It's
But we're old, so it's
Yeah.
different to us.
it's sentimental.
Yeah.
It's old school rally cars.
Yeah.
When the rally used to be mental,
Yeah.
the 5-cylinder.
Yeah, that.
Do you know what? this is how child of I am. Do you remember what we say? It's like, I wouldn't spend money on the VR5 to make it city, but at that point you get VR6. I would.
I know, I've changed my
I've
mind
changed my
already.
mind.
I know. I talk shit sometimes.
Now would. What can I sell so I could pay you for your spare engine so I can build it up and piss you off?
Fucking hell.
I don't
Thing
know.
is though, because I love like what it means to me is like creepy rally cars.
Yeah.
I would only want 500, 600, nothing. You know, I would want it like they had it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that,
I think this we calculated this supposed to be making 550,
Yeah.
570, which
Yeah.
probably gonna make something less. But
Depends how much boost you want to run, basically.
yeah, how reliable we want to keep it.
Yeah.
But like you say, 500, you want
Thing is, if I was to do it right, because to me the noise means so much and what it is means so much, I wouldn't do it quite like this. I would have a fucking I know exactly what I would do.
high compression and some turbo.
No, it wouldn't be high compression. Theirs is low as fuck. Theirs used to be in the 6s. Theirs was crazy low. Theirs was proper old school as fuck. But no, what I would have, I'd have a similar size turbo, maybe a bit less. But it wouldn't be anti-surge inlet or nothing. It would just be the loudest fucking chatter in the world. You know, I would basically get made a K27, K29 hybrid. Like
Does mine have the anti-surge on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It have to be removed.
It still chatted a bit, but yeah, it would be 100 times as loud without the
It needs to be
anti-surge.
removed. I don't give a shit about the
Yeah, exactly.
popping back. It's
Yeah,
like, let it.
Yeah, all modern turns got anti-surge, aren't they?
Let
Yeah.
it.
Weld that shit up. Just take the housing off and weld it with slots.
Maybe.
You can weld. That's what I do.
Maybe.
But
I'll
yeah.
do something.
The sound means so much to me.
I want to try it.
I know it's like, it was nice considering it's not matte at all.
Yeah, the throttle you see is very snatchy.
It's fine.
There's nothing. Wants to
Yeah,
go.
but it's fine.
But that's. However, the second time we know, it already feels slightly different.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna. Yeah.
So it's catching on the surface.
Well, the thing is, it's self-learning. I mean, the thing is with the self-learning, you've got short-term fuel trim, which it sorts its own fueling out as it is, but then you can write it to the map as well to make it better, to make it permanent. But even just driving it around, it'll drive nicer and nicer the more you drive it, even without, because self-learning is constant, because it's the fuel trims are constantly learning. But it drove acceptable.
Mate, it's only because we have to fucking move these permissions now. This is draining the fucking money and time out of us.
It's killing me.
If it wasn't for this would be going for mapping together with
exactly.
Chris's one.
Yeah. And I would definitely be building my own VR5 one instead of selling everything. Because there's no fucking room or time or nothing.
The bullshit is fucking moving premises. Pisses
Ser-
me off so much.
But
I never talk about it, but fuck me. Not now.
not now.
A few months ago, a few months later, but not now.
Not right now, no.
But it's always like this.
Now it's just shit time.
Shit always happens when it shouldn't, so
Yeah.
wouldn't be called shit otherwise.
No. But no, literally hearing that and whatever, it's like, and seeing it come up the road, it's like, with that noise, it's hard, man.
But you hear from front as well.
Yeah, from the front
you hear it
especially.
from the front as well, yeah.
The front was like, when you was coming up there, it's like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. You know. And this is like, I mean, you didn't rev it, I didn't rev it. I went to like $3,000.
I want a little bit more.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, but live throttle, not load, just.
Yeah, I didn't hardly rev the bloody thing. But it sounded, just a bit of load is all you need. And it just sounds.
I read it, so just the boost came out, just, ooh, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Just let it, give it some time to actually learn something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all very safe anyway, because like, you could see when you come up, you could see when you was going away. When you went on a little bit of boost, it's black smoke, it's nice and rich. Like, it's all
It's got plenty of fuel, you can see even when you rev it here.
Yeah, it's safe. But no. This is fucking killing me now. Thing is, I've got. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna fucking wait.
Yeah, maybe we have to wait. We literally have to.
No, but what I mean is, I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna sell my stuff. I've got no choice. I ain't got the time or the fucking money or the space to keep my VR5 stuff for now. This is already done. This is different. But
what? I still got plenty.
Oh, there's plenty to go. But
I
you know
got
what I'm saying.
sensors in, sway pot, fuel pump.
Yeah, there is quite a lot.
I have to wire the center console.
Yeah.
That thing is not wired in. All of these. This is done mechanically. It's done, but if fuel system, that is not fake because it's mounted everything, but I've connected nothing. How do you like the shifted position?
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. Feels
I love
nice.
it. I really like it.
Feels very natural.
Really like it. So yeah, same ECU as Chris, ignition. Well, we know this stuff. With a brake bias to fit. Yeah.
And now, sell my VR and all the bits. Literally like 400 quid because the engines aren't worth that anyway. But the engine, the inlet manifold, I got like three-quarters of an engine in spares. Maybe by the time you watch this video it's already gone, I don't even know. But I know it's cheap, too cheap, but I'm trying to get rid of it before we move because that's the whole point. But yeah, this is really depressing. That should have like really like coffee buzzing, but instead it's done opposite. So
Fucking kids.
it's actually